What the f is going on at Studio Wildcard? Once again, we've been let down and slapped with another delay for Xbox, potentially PlayStation 2.
Man, this is some bullshit! Boo this man!
Not gonna lie, I saw that coming from last week's community crunch when they gave us nothing, only the fact they said on track. Obviously on track means on track. So I saw that as what it was and thought, no, that's not gonna happen. But people are hyping up thinking it could be on Wednesday the 15th of November because of Xbox on live stream of Ark Ascended. But we never know, it could be a release date, it could be released during that live stream. We never know at this point. And understandably so, the community is fuming. Absolutely fuming. The Discord is in meltdown, the moderators are going full-blown Karen, power trip mode, like the law. It's insane. And you know what the problem is? The problem is that they don't give us information, right? And then we cry and beg and moan for information. And then when they do give us information, it's just incorrect all the time. So it's kind of a catch-22. So I kind of understand the problem Wildcard are in, but honestly, they need to sort it out. And I thought earlier, I think this is a world's first. I can't think of a game that delayed a day before it's released. Usually you get told a couple of weeks, a month, a good time beforehand of the game's release, never a day before. I don't know a game that's a day before release, it's delayed. I don't know, maybe you guys can think of one, but I can't. And I've got to touch on the Discord moderators part of things because it's a serious problem, and I think that they exacerbate the problem. They exacerbate the frustration and the anger of the community because they just delete comments that are clearly just people voicing their anger, people voicing their annoyance with the delays and the constant changing and whatever. I understand if you're moderating and you're moderating racist comments or offensive comments and death threats and stuff, that's obviously perfectly fine, obviously. But people who are just literally voicing their frustration, you can't do that. I can't believe that it's that controlled in that Discord. It's a lot of people spamming, but yes, if you leave them to it, it will calm down. But you keep deleting their comments again and again and again just because you don't like it, then you're just making it worse. You're literally just making the whole thing worse. That's all you're doing. I promise you that's all you're doing. And making the cooldown an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, yeah, it will help because you're literally forcing people away, but they will come back. You're not making the situation better. All you're doing is making them walk away from that Discord with bad thoughts about that Discord, about whatever, just because they can't, you're literally stopping basically their freedom of speech in a sense. You're literally stopping them just voicing their opinion. And the whole point of leave them to it, I feel that, yeah, like I said, it's a lot of people, but people can, if there is a small cooldown, then people can engage in conversation and actually have an open mind and change and stuff. But no, you just silence them. The Discord banned one of my tribe mates for being racist, not a racist bone in his body, and they keep sending me, I mentioned this, and they send me an appeal form, and it's like,
Lord, please pray for the soul of this bitch and guide my pimp hand and make it strong, Lord, so that she might learn a hole's place. Amen.
But back to the major topic at hand here. Console release. Who's to blame?
The jury will now go off and deliberate on... Guilty! That nigga is guilty!
Who knows? We can go down some conspiracy rat holes and have a discussion who we think it is, but if we're talking about certification and stuff like that, I don't think it will be the multi-billion-dollar corporation. But on the other hand, I have a feeling that Wildcard have sold their kind of license rights or whatever you call it to Xbox or Microsoft because the Steam version was announced and released at an Xbox event. Now they're streaming on Wednesday, so it's possible it could be released there, but it could just be that Xbox have the licensing rights over it now or something, like some sort of control over it where they can tell Wildcard sit up and shut down. Where they can tell Wildcard shut up and sit down, you will do as you're told, basically. And honestly, if that is the case, that Xbox does have some sort of control over Wildcard or the Arc IP or something, to me, that is good news.
Good news, everyone!
I think that we need to tell people, like, I don't even know what we need to do, but Xbox need to buy Studio Wildcard, to be honest. I don't think the Arc IP is, buy the Arc IP, but I would like Studio Wildcard to still be in, have control over that, have, creative control over that, and Big Phil Spencer, I don't know if you know about Phil Spencer, but he's all about the game as he is. And he'd have this game running smoother than a Jamaican on a bobsled.
Once again,
I see pride.
Junior.
I see power. I see a badass mother who won't take no crap off from nobody.
That's right.
Right, Junior Bevel.
Another thing that needs to be addressed is the fact that they told us that everybody was going to be able to access the game at the same time. No one will have early access. There's no pre-downloads, no early access. Everyone will have access at the same time. What happened to that? And now, it's not going to affect me because I'm not going on crossplay servers. I'm console only. But what about the console players that are going to crossplay? They are never going to be able to catch up to them Steam players, the official players. I'm sorry, impossible. What are you going to give them 100 times on a locked server so only they can use it? Because otherwise, if it's an open server or just that server, then they're going to come over and use it. Either way, you've absolutely screwed the console players that want to go to crossplay. Absolutely screwed them.
You're screwed. Thank you. Bye.
I knew this was going to happen. I said this from months ago, and here we go. Here we are. That needs to be addressed. That needs to be sorted out. Either the entire official needs to be wiped, which is insane. And if you are going to do that, you need Studio Wildcard. They need to tell people ASAP that this is like a test run or something. This is going to be wiped at the end when console launch or something. Or I don't know. I don't see another option they could do for console players, to be honest. There's nothing that they could possibly do that would help them, get them to the same point of where Steam players are right now on official. I just don't see it happening. It's impossible. You can't catch all the cheaters. You can't catch all the dupers. You can't. So all these have slipped through the cracks, and boom, you just absolutely screwed console players. It's insane. I don't know what you're gonna do, but tough. It's a tough love for them crossplay console guys, man. And it's not like Steam have it all sunshine and rainbows at the minute. Them servers, them official servers are running Pepto-Bismol, I tell you. You're crashing every 5 minutes. Their game crashes every 5 to 10 minutes. It's so bad. Steam are really doing all the hard testing at the minute, going through the rough times, all the bugs, all the crashing, all the stuff. So I'm hoping they can fix all that stuff out so consoles actually have a kind of smooth launch. But this is Studio Wildcard we're talking about here. So keep expectations low, keep the hype low. Don't take any more days off work, because when the servers launch, we're probably not going to be able to get on a server anyway. On the Steam launch, if it's anything like that, then no. It's not even going to be worth taking the day off work, because you're going to spend all day staring at a bunch of gobbledygook or lost connection to host, one or the other.